What's going on? What's going on, my co-creators, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people? How you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. It's kind of gloomy out here today, but you know, gloomy is good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping about that. So anyway, um, I hope that you are consciously co-creating your life, consciously co-creating your life. Guard your thoughts. Guard the things that you dwell on. Guard your emotions. Don't get too emotionally involved with things that aren't some things that you want. We all think of things, good things we consider bad. The things that we consider bad, yeah, we can think of them. We can't really stop ourselves from thinking of it. But when we start to get emotionally involved with it, that's when we wreck ourselves. That's when we start to pull that stuff into our lives. We start to attract it into our lives. Our emotions, our feelings are very powerful. They affect our bodies. They affect the trajectory of our life. So we got to be careful what we emotionally get involved into. You can think of some bad stuff, but don't get all worked up about it. Your heart beating fast and your palms sweating. Don't let it go that far. Just observe it. That's a thought and move on. You know what I'm saying? There's two parts of you. That's a part that's observing you. That's you. And then there's the part you observe, your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts keep coming, they keep flowing, they keep moving around, but you can't really control your thoughts all the time, but you can control how you react to them. You can just observe an idea, a picture in your mind, and just watch it go by. You know what I'm saying? There's two parts of you. I don't know if you realize that, but it's not just, oh, it's just me. There's the conscious part, and then there's like the subconscious part. And I believe there's a third part too. That's a more spiritual, higher part. But just to keep it simple, there's those two parts. Is the person that's actually observing itself and making plans to do things and seeing where you want to go and where you want to be. There's that part of yourself. Then there's another part of yourself that's like just running on autopilot. It's kind of more, subconscious part that just goes without you thinking. And we have total control on what we decide to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Now, some stuff, once we put some ideas in our head, if we do it for a long time, it becomes a part of that subconsciousness, that way it just runs automatically. But we can't reprogram ourselves. We can't pull back from those ideas and those habits and those thought patterns. Because habits aren't just physical things you do. Habits are thought patterns too. If you see a certain thing and it triggers a thought process to do a certain thing, that's a habit. Thoughts patterns are habits too, folks. So you just gotta be very conscious of yourself. Be very aware of what you're thinking and what you're focusing on, and observe yourself. You just like I like the people watch. I've been I've been told that I sit down and I watch people and I be talking about everybody. Not in a bad way all the time, just observing and talking. And you can people watch yourself. And actually, that's one of the things that will help you, help us really become more conscious and be a dynamic, conscious co-creator. We learn how to just observe ourselves and learn ourselves, like do experiments with yourself. Like if something bothers you or something makes you feel good, figure out what that was that made you feel that way. Whether it's something good or bad. If it's something good, try to find that again. And try to figure out the root of it. Because sometimes we attach good things or good feelings in our life to people. And it's not necessarily the people, it's what the people make you think of and what they bring out of you. So if you could figure out why that person had that kind of effect on you, if you could look past the person and past and look a little deeper, then you can kind of figure out what things make you happy and why they make you happy. And then you can kind of head yourself in that direction. And the same thing with stuff that's bad. You can figure out things that's bad and find out exactly what it is. Because sometimes we directly tie like something that makes us feel bad to a person. But a lot of times it's something that it reminds you of something about yourself that makes you feel bad. It reminds you of something that you don't like about yourself, or something that you feel vulnerable about in yourself. So we gotta stop looking outward for solutions to our peace of mind and our problems, folks. We gotta start looking inward. We gotta stop being a victim to everything. we gotta start blaming ourselves for everything, but not being hard on yourself. Like, oh man, I always mess up. I need to do better. I'm just terrible. Not that kind of blame yourself, but just know that you're responsible for how you feel. Nobody can make you feel anything. Nobody can permanently make you feel anything. Nobody can really make you feel anything if you really master that. But most of us, we're gonna feel something for a minute, but it's up to us on how we react and how we turn that thing around. Um, Damn, this I wasn't even really trying to talk about all that. I guess I should make that the video, huh? Nah, I'll talk about what I was planning on talking about. I was just thinking about like, what does it take for someone to fight back? Like, especially with dealing with all of these restrictions and rules and overreaching that's going on right now with our rights and our liberties and all that stuff and our freedoms. And so, like, what will it take for us to say enough is enough and push back for real and say, okay, I'm not dealing with this anymore? What is it going to take? I'm not trying to provoke any. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm not, trying to point my finger at anybody. But I mean, I've dealt with some stuff in my life, and it took me a while to stand up to certain things. I've been bullied when I was a kid, when I was a lot smaller, and I've been bullied at jobs as an adult. I've been pushed around a little bit when I was kind of worried about losing a job and all that stuff, because I was didn't look at my inner strength. I didn't really know myself too well, what I was capable of, and so I got bullied around a little bit at the job. Indirectly, I'm saying, that passive aggressive stuff, those little empty threats. I've been bullied in relationships, to be honest with you. I've had some people not like I was afraid of them, but I just wanted peace in my house, and so I let certain things slide. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I didn't got bullied when I was a kid, like with my siblings. I mean, shoot, I love my brother, but shoot, man, that's what brothers do. We fight. You know what I'm saying? He used to bully me, and I figure out ways to get back at him. But there's always, with every bullying situation, there's always a turning point, and I'm just trying to figure out what it's going to take for us as I'll just focus on the imaginary lines of the USA. I'll focus on that, on us in America. Like, what is it going to take for us to push back and say, okay, you're not going to continue to push me around and bully me? I even looked up the definition of bullying, and it was just entertaining how much it fits what's going on right now, how much we're being bullied and pushed around and taken advantage of and all that stuff. Okay, according to, this is a quick little Google search, nothing too deep. It says bullying definition is seek to harm, intimidate, or coerce. And then some synonyms are oppress, torment, browbeat, intimidate, strong arm, subjugate, domineer, pressure, constrain, lean on, press, push, force, compel, oblige, hound, harass, nag, badger, goad, prod, pester, brainwash, bludgeon, persuade, influence, twist someone's arm, bulldoze, railroad, fast talk. That's all synonyms of bullying. And if you listen to all those things I said, that's a lot what's going on right now. We're straight up being bullied, folks, and we're being forced to shut down our businesses. We're being forced to put certain trappings on our face. Real sign of symbolism right there. That's a real sign of silencing yourself by covering up your face, covering up your mouth and your nose. That's real strong symbolism there, folks. We're getting bullied. You can't go into certain businesses. You're getting bullied like that. We're getting bullied from having to be inside at a certain time in certain areas. We're getting bullied in so many ways right now, and it's all over something has a less than 1% death rate. It's less deadly than a flu, and everybody forget about that. No matter how many times I say it, I have conversations with people, and I'll sit down, I'll listen to them, and they don't even know how I feel about all this stuff going on. We have a long conversation. I'll go with them. I'll be like, yeah, it's crazy what's going on. It's, you know, it's amazing. You know, it's terrible, and man, I can't believe all this happening. And we'll go through all the stuff, and there's no more cases, and oh my God, we got. And then I'll be like, well, it's crazy that nobody's talking about that it's only a 1% death rate on this thing. And I say that, and it just goes in one ear and out the other. And I don't say it like trying to like change their mind. I just mention it, and they'll be like, yeah, I heard that. And then they just keep on talking about rising numbers and all this. It's like, what is wrong with people? Why are we so brainwashed right now? Why are we not hearing the fact that it doesn't matter how many cases, less than 1% death rate, less than the flu, folks. That's the point of it all. That is the point of it all. That should make you feel like, oh, that should be like, poof, epiphany. But no, people hear that, one ear, out the other. It doesn't register. It poofs away. It's weird to watch. Like I said, I talk to people all the time that don't understand, you know, my stance on this, fake, over-exaggerated virus that's ruining people's lives. It's really ruining people's lives. And people keep calling it, because COVID is the pandemic is causing this and causing that. And I keep saying it's not the pandemic that's causing this and causing that. It's the reaction from the authorities to the fake-ass pandemic that's causing all these problems. Think about that too. That should make your brain go poof, but it won't hit you until I don't know when. Just people just taking very clear things that's obvious. There's no pandemic causing anything. It's a reaction to it. If this weak pandemic would have came and went with this less than 1% virus, would have came and went, and the authorities never reacted to it, our life would have continued on. So it's not the weak-ass pandemic, folks. It's the reaction from the authorities to the pandemic. It's the media that's pushing the fear with the pandemic. Why are they doing this? Go do your research. That's a whole nother conversation, folks. I'm not getting into all that. That's a whole different thing. And there's some evil stuff going on in this world. Evil stuff going on. But anyway, yeah, it's so strange to watch just intelligent people just hear information and they can't even register it because their brain won't let the fear make them. They don't want to let go of the fear. They want to be in a frenzy for whatever reason. I don't know if it's human nature. It's weird. I don't know what that's all about. It's very strange, folks. You might be one. You might be one of those people. I don't know, but it's strange to watch. And I'm not saying that anybody's stupid or dumb or I'm better. Nah, I'm not saying that. But this is a psychological bug that's been implanted in our brains, and most people brains, and they can't see reality. They're totally blinded right now. They just can't see it. I'm telling you, I've had long conversations with people, and they'll think that we're on the same page. And I'm just listening, and I'll just say something. Yeah, less than 1%. Yeah, they never talk about that. Yeah, I heard about that. But Trump, and they start talking about political stuff. It's like, what the hell? What they got to do with anything? I'm telling you what you need to focus on. Less than 1% death rate. That is the biggest thing you need to focus on. It's ridiculous. People don't hear it. It's weird. It's freaking weird, folks. And I'm not making numbers up. This is the real numbers. It's weird. We need to stop it. But anyway, I wonder what it's going to take for us to realize that we're being browbeaten, that we're being bullied right now, and for us to snap. I mean, I remember when I was getting bullied by my brother when we was kids, and I got to the point where I snapped and I started fighting him back. I couldn't win, but I fought him so much he started to leave me alone. He said, "Okay, this guy here, he's not gonna put up with my shenanigans anymore." And I just snapped. I said, "I'm done with this." And I remember he used to be holding me by the head because he was bigger than me at one time, but now I'm bigger than him. How'd that go? You know. But anyway, he was bigger than me at one time, so he used to hold me by the head, and I used to be trying to claw him to pieces. I used to be trying to rip him to pieces, but I couldn't do nothing because I was a little kid. So I mean, I flipped, and then that's what it took for him to be like, okay, damn, I can't bully this guy anymore. This guy's not going to take this anymore. I got to find another way to work with him, and that's when our relationship changed. And even like when I remember I was in middle school and I was getting bullied by this dude or whatever for some reason. I don't know why. He just didn't like me. I don't know. A long time ago. And he was a little bit bigger than me, but he wasn't that much bigger than me. And I remember I stood up to him one day and I went to fighting him back. And I was a small kid when I was like in middle school and stuff. And it had to be a hilarious fight to watch because we was just pretty much just wrestling each other. We couldn't even get like good blows in. It was ridiculous. I was trying to do wrestling moves on him and stuff. I don't know what I was trying to do. And and after that, we was good. I mean, we ain't become best friends or nothing, but he left it alone. He's like, okay, this guy, he's he's not he's not gonna be pushed around. And even with like I could say I've had I've had some rules put on me by my parents that was a little too stringent for me at the times. And I don't know if I can call that bullying because they was trying to it's hard to parent a young man in America for sure, and especially a young African American man. And they used to put some pressure on me, and I got to the point where I was like, nah, you're not gonna be beating on me anymore. We're not playing this whooping. I'm not getting whooped anymore. I didn't fight back physically, but I said nope, that's not happening anymore. And I said I'm not doing that anymore. And I remember looking at him, and that part of our relationship changed. There was no more physical, no more whooping, no more. No, it was okay. You don't come home. You can't go out this weekend. Things change when you stop and you say enough is enough. And even at jobs, I mean, I don't know how I dealt with some stuff. I think I even just ended up leaving the job because I couldn't deal with the type of atmosphere it was. So I mean, I haven't stood up to all my bullies in my life, but in all the cases where I did stand up to being bullied, even in relationships. Oh yeah. Oh man, I was in a relationship where it was a lot of bullying going on. Like I wasn't scared of this woman, but I like a peaceful home, and I was pretty much browbeaten into to dealing with some craziness sometimes because I was just trying to have a peaceful house, and I got bullied into dealing with some stuff that just didn't make any sense. I would never deal with anything like that nowadays. And then I got to a certain point where I was like, I'm done. And I ain't gonna say I guess I did kind of snap a little bit, but it wasn't like a physical snap. I didn't put my hands on her or nothing, but I was like, I'm done. And I got in her face and I said, this is no more. And I was done. And that was it. I never turned my back. I never turned back around. I was done with it. And so, folks, with all of these silly rules, 6 feet, social distancing, none of this stuff makes any sense, folks. There's no scientific scale as to how many feet you need to stand away from anybody. There's no science behind, if you got on a mask, you can't, something can't get through the mask. There's no science on this stuff. And then and on top of that, you're dealing with a very inferior virus, very inferior. So it doesn't even matter if something big in there. 99% of the people over that is not going to die. Most of them, you won't even see symptoms. They'll move on. If you got the flu, you'll be more deadly than this silly virus that the world is being shut down for. We are being bullied. We are being subjugated. We are being controlled. We are being played right now. And I'm telling you, folks, it's not going to end until we just say, I'm not doing it anymore. I don't care. I don't care. What you going to do about it? That's when it all changes. In all my bullying situations, that's when it changes. When I was like, I don't care. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? How you gonna stop me? What's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little hyped just thinking about it because I'm like, shoot, man, I can't stand no bullies. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand people that try to take advantage of people. That's not cool, man. I don't believe in that. And right now we're being bullied. We're being taken advantage of, and we need to stop it, folks. We need to say, I had enough. I had enough. Think about all the situations in your past where you've been bullied and somebody been trying to subjugate you and treat you like they're bigger and better than you, and you stand up to them and they back down. They leave you alone. They move on. Hell, some of them try to get on your side and try to be your friend after that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, folks, you got to push back. You got to stop being bullied, letting these people push you around and making you jump through all these silly hoops and wearing masks on your face and can't get on the elevator with people. I got on the elevator the other day. I was like, I hope somebody on here. I hope they got more than 4 people on this elevator. I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna be what? What you gonna do? I'm not playing these games, folks. We need to stop playing these games. And I've been really fed up with a lot of stuff going on because it's like these authorities and these corporations, they're not taking us serious. They're not believing in our power and our strength. And I'm to the point right now where I'm not in the mood of participating with a lot of things. So I'm not gonna say everything on camera. But I'm changing the way I do business and the way I do a lot of things right now because I'm tired of being played and bullied around by these corporations and these authorities and these conglomerates and these health organizations trying to tell me how to live. I'm tired of being played and bullied and pushed around. And we need to stop it, folks, because it won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. P. Diddy, it won't stop until we say, I don't care what you're going to do. Show me what you're going to do. Come on, bring it. And we all got to do it. We can't be sitting around getting bullied. If we got to fight and scratch and claw, fight it and get these people out of your life, man. They all in your life, sticking things up to your head, asking for your temperature. That's none of their damn business what your temperature is. Did you take a test? That's none of their damn business if you took a test. Did you get vaccinated? It's nobody damn business. That is your personal medical history, folks. Get these people out of your life for a 1% death rate, less than 1% death rate, fake virus. Stop letting these people run your life. Stop letting them do it, folks. Stop being bullied. Nobody likes a bully. All right? I love you, my co-creators. Please go out today and get some cardio. Get some of that air in your body. Get some of that, all that stuff in your body. Let your body get stronger and figure it out and learn how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Get your sweat. Get them toxins out of your body. Get them toxins, all that bad food we've been eating over the years. You gotta sweat that stuff out. If you're gonna take the trash in, you gotta put the trash out. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let that stuff build up in your body and think you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna be okay. You're not gonna be able to last. You know what I'm saying? If you can, you need to fast. Fasting is just like, that works miracles, folks. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, meditate. Get your meditation on. You know, get you about 10, 15 minutes in or whatever, 10 minutes, that's all you need. And just, I know it's hard when you're first starting, but just keep practicing that. You'll get better at it, trust me. And also turn off the news. Stop looking at these stupid numbers. Stop letting these people punk you and bully you and control you and make you dumb where you can't even hear. I'm serious, folks. I talk to people sometimes and it's weird. They don't hear. They don't see. They want to be in fear. They want to be locked in there. The only bug right now, the only virus right now is the virus of fear. That's the biggest virus right now. The virus of fear, and that turns into compliance, and that turns into continued slavery and being bullied around, folks. That's the only virus that's going on right now. It's fear. And we need to stop being so fearful. All these faithful people. You got so much faith, you praying every day, you believe in it, but you're scary. Stop acting like that. Stop it. And leave your cell phone at home sometime, folks. I love you. I really do love you. Hope I didn't come off too strong, too aggressive, but I'm just trying to help people wake up and get this stuff out of their life. You don't want these people in your life like this. You know, it's like once you get certain government entities in your life up close and personal, you can't get rid of them folks. They don't want to go, folks. They don't want to go nowhere. I've dealt with people that had CPS in their life. I've seen, once you get like certain government entities in your life up close and personal, you'll never get rid of these people. They'll follow you around the world trying to monitor your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's just one example. I mean, if you ever been on probation or something like that, if you know been in and out of jail, you'll never get these people out of your life. But now they're all up in law-abiding citizens' lives over a virus that's not deadly. It's not deadly. Less than 1%. Only hear that. That should change everything in your head. Less than 1%. Less deadly than the flu. Less deadly than all the food you eat every day, the sugar, the diabetes, the heart disease. Less deadly than all of that stuff. Come on, man. I love you, my co-creators. Hope you're having a great, great Monday. Once again, recording on the same damn posting. I need to stop doing this. Cutting it too close. All right. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Co-create your life. You are the one in charge of that. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.